Followed up on my last video where we talk about this ndiff. Remember that this ndiff is a method I can see the function that we imported here for this diff and difflib module. So we're able to just try to check this what appears in this one that does not appear here. We're able to see that our pluses and minus. We're able to do a real life example, even though it was a basic example, just to kind of when we want to check plagiarism, whether somebody copied our content without our knowledge. We can make use of this ndiff to handle all those that. So in this video, we're going to make use of one of the another class in this of our I can say this of our difflib module is called diff. I can say differ. And how do we import it? Because here we're actually inside this of our difflib, so I'm just going to import the class which is called differ. Yeah, just differ. Simple as ABC. We're going to make use of a method inside of this differ. If you have not watched my video on classes, make sure to check it so you understand what when I'm talking about class and method. Method are just more like a function, and this more like a function. Yeah, and method has always been a class. So this differ is a class, and then I'm going to make use of the function that is on it. But we're not going to just explicitly create a variable to do that. What we'll call this differ, we'll just directly call the method under it. So let me comment this out. Okay, let me create two variables because we'll be trying to match two things together. Let's say var1 is going to be, let's say hello watchers. Let me create another one. Let me just copy this since they are closely related. Okay, so let me just say 2, and I can say hello. I can say hello easy kids. So let's make use of this. This differ works in similar way of this diff. They work in similar way. But how this differ of a guy works in this separate way, because when we did this ndiff, right, here's our ndiff. So when we use this ndiff, we was able to go line by line, each character to check whether it appears on that of var1, or can see variable 1 and that of variable 2. But how this guy works is just basically similar thing, but this is going to just to take a whole lot of them. Making use of this diff, it works in similar way with this ndiff. There's no much different on it. Okay, let's try and make use of this ndiff. Let me remove this. Let's do the similar thing that we did here. Let me just copy this. Let me remove this. Let me put it in. Let me comment this out. So here we're trying to check how many of our words that we wrote that got changed. So we're going to copy this too. We're going to do similar thing here. If I run this, we're still going to get our previous video. So let's wait for it to load up. You can see we're able to get this. Let me drag it up so we can see it well. Yeah, we're able to get this. Was the output that we got in our previous video. So how can then let's apply here? We make use of this ndiff. So let's apply difflib. So how we're going to do it? We're going to call the difflib here. We can say difflib, which is called differ, and this is a class. Then we're going to call the method under it, which is compare. So they just basically with difflib, we'll call this difflib, and then dot compare. It's going to compare these two guys. So we're still going to get similar output. As you can see here, we got, let me drag this up more. You can see we still got the same similar output. So both of them basically doing the same thing. There's no much different, but I just want us to make use of them, this ndiff and this differ that will compare to see. You can use any one of your choices. It's still going to do similar thing. Now our next video, we are going to make use of one of the best, I can say the best difflib, what it provides us to make use of, which is called sequence matching. I make use of this very much. I make use of the sequential matcher and this of get close really well. These two guys I rarely make use of them, but I use them in the other situation where I want to check for something else too. But I make use of this sequential matching, what I'm going to talk about in our next video, and this of get close matching. These guys are for a good use too, but I tend to make use of the other ones. So that's what basically I want to talk about in this video, sequential matcher. So make sure to stay tuned to that video. It's going to be really fun, and it's going to be really better than some of the things we have done already. So I'll be happy to see you in that video. Thank you for watching.